In the headlines, Peter Obi emerges Labour Party presidential candidate as Utomi steps down. Gunmen kill policeman, set ablaze Anambra Broadcasting Service office. Abductors of Abuja Kaduna train passengers release new video of victims. Away from Nigeria, 16 bodies recovered from wreckage of Nepal plane. Hello and welcome to Trust News Update. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for joining. Beginning with political stories, former Anambra State Governor Peter Obi has emerged the presidential candidate of the Labour Party ahead of the forthcoming general elections. His emergence is as the party's flag bearer followed his victory at the presidential primary of the Labour Party. The party conducted the primary for its presidential ticket on Monday in Asaba, the Delta State capital. A total of 185 delegates had been accredited to vote in the exercise to elect one of four aspirants seeking to clinch the party's presidential ticket. Obi later won the contest following his emergence as the sole contestant after his three co-contenders announced their decision to step down for him. The other presidential hopeful who stepped down were a political economist and management expert, Professor Pat Utomi, Olubusola Emmanuel Taylor, and Faduri Joseph.
I'm very grateful to you. And I have to especially thank the observers and the legislative for being here and supporting this process to this conclusion to remain as the vice president, I personally remain the president. As a party of the masses, the workers, the dance the farmers, the care, those living in poverty, the journey of rebuilding and the functional country has just commenced. We have a great war. When I mean great war, sacrifice to ensure that we all want to all the youth and credit of this country to bring us the vote that will help us to start a building this nation. It is important to all of us that we turn around this place. Nigeria must be secure.
The presidential candidate of the People's Democratic Party, Atiku Abubakar, on Monday met with Rivers State Governor Nyesom Wike in Abuja. Atiku defeated Wike and other presidential aspirants in the party to pick the party's presidential ticket on Saturday. Atiku polled 371 votes to defeat Wike, who got 237 votes at the PDP presidential primary held at Moshood Abiola Stadium, Abuja, on Saturday. The meeting, it was gathered, was to mend fences between the two leaders ahead of the 2023 presidential election. Even though details of the meeting remain sketchy, it was also learned that Governor Ayodele Fayose of Ekiti State, amongst other PDP chieftains, were present at the meeting. The national leader of the All Progressives Congress and presidential aspirant Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu is to appear for screening today, Monday, May 30th. Daily Trust reports that a top source in the camp of the former Lagos State Governor confirmed that the screening committee has communicated to Tinubu about the screening. The former Lagos State Governor and national leader of the party, it was gathered, has a 4 p.m. appointment with the screening committee. Meanwhile, the All Progressives Congress has appointed a former national chairman of the party, John Odigi Oyegu, as the chairman of its presidential screening Committee. According to a list released by the party earlier, a total of 23 presidential aspirants are expected to participate in the screening exercise. 11 aspirants are expected to be screened on Monday, while the remaining 12 are scheduled to participate in the exercise on Tuesday. Police on Monday said gunmen have attacked the state-owned Anambra Broadcasting Service. The police public relations officer in the state, Ikenga Tochukwu, confirmed the early morning attack in a statement in Awka, the state capital. He revealed that the incident occurred at about 4:30 a.m. at Awada in Idemili North local government area of the state. Monday's incident is the latest in the series of attacks carried out recently by armed men, despite the amnesty offered by the government to criminals terrorizing the state. While the indigenous people of Biafra has been linked to most of the attacks in the state, the secessionist group has repeatedly insisted that it had no hand in the violence. There was unrest in the Galadima area of Abuja on Sunday following an accident that reportedly claimed the lives of 2 motorcycle riders. Although authorities of the Federal Capital Territory Police Command confirmed the incident, they did not disclose the identities of those involved in the incident. Meanwhile, reports emerged that scores of Okada riders who took part in the unrest stormed the estate to avenge the death of 2 colleagues. They alleged that the duo were knocked down by a motorist who reportedly ran into the estate for safety after the accident. According to online reports, the irate youth crowd of motorcyclists chased the motorist after he overran their colleagues and set 2 buildings in the estate ablaze over failure to apprehend him. They were said to have been prevented from causing further damage by a team of security operatives who were swiftly deployed to the estate. Now, attackers of the Abuja-Kaduna train have released more video showing kidnapped passengers appealing for help. The latest series of videos sent by the terrorist group, a woman who identified herself as Gladys, put a direct call to the Nigerian Vice President, Yemi Osinbajo, whom she said was her classmate in law school from 1978 to 1979. Nana Mohammed has more.
Alhamdulillah wada, wassalatu wassalamu ala man la nabiyya ba'd. We are the people that captured those people in the train along Abuja and Kaduna road. So they are appealing to us, saying that they wanted to talk to the government. So we give them chance to talk to the federal government. It's left for you to listen to them or abandon them.
My name is Mariama Abubakar Bobo. I was one of those captured on that train with 4 of my children and my husband. We're appealing to the federal government and our families and everyone that can to please come to our aid. We've been here for 62 days in an unfavorable, inhabitable condition, unimaginable. We've been sick. In fact, one of my sons, 2 of them are even sick at the moment with no medical supply. So we're pleading with you to please come to our aid. Yes.
My name is Sadiq Ango Abdullahi, one of the captives of the Abuja-Kaduna train attacks. We are appealing to the federal government to once again come to our aid. We've been here for 62 days. Most of us here are sick and we are not in good condition. And every day the situation gets deteriorating. We are appealing to the federal government to please come to our aid before we start losing our lives.
My name is Gladys Ni Emore. I'm appealing particularly to Professor Yemi Osinbajo, who was my classmate, 78, 79 law school. You are a grandfather, you are a father. Come to our aid because we've been here for 62 days. I have a son who is a sickler and I don't know his condition. I'm pleading that the federal government and Amechi, who is the minister for transportation, should come to our assistance. I'm pleading. I'm pleading. We're all sick. Right now, I'm even sick too. But the harrowing experience I have for my son, who is a sickler, I don't know his condition. I'm just pleading with you, federal government. Please, please.
My name is Emmanuel M. Soji.
Now, some yet to be identified gunmen have reportedly kidnapped the prelate of the Methodist Church, Nigeria, His Eminence Samuel Kanu Uche. The cleric who was kidnapped alongside Right Reverend Dennis Mark, the Methodist Bishop of Owerri, and the prelate's chaplain on Sunday were kidnapped along Enugu-Port Harcourt Expressway in Umunnechi local government area of Abia State. The police public relations officer, Abia State Command, Geoffrey Ogbonna, confirmed the abduction. Now to Bauchi State, where Governor Bala Mohammed has emphasized the need for peaceful coexistence among people in the state. The governor stated this during an on-the-spot visit and assessment of the damage caused by the recent unrest in the Yelwa community, Bauchi State. Adamu Imam has more.
Governor Mohammed, who visited the warring communities of Lukshi and Ungwan Tsakani, all in Yelwa area, a suburb from Bauchi metropolis, assured that the state government will bear the cost of damage recorded and call for peace from both parties.
We will make sure justice is done to whoever perpetuates this. And as an interim measure, we will be sending SEMA to take valuation of the losses incurred here. As a government, we will take responsibility. I learned that one of my brothers who has put his farm produce, the commissioner told me everything is banned. Definitely will replace it. Please take care and be a policeman. It is not this policeman that will work for us. Each and every one of you is a policeman.
Earlier, the state commissioner of police, who told the governor that the crisis was not religious, but a result of misunderstanding between the youth in the area, which led to the loss of lives and properties, promised to take drastic measures to avert reoccurrence.
Everybody must please live in accordance to the law. I have sounded that warning yesterday. Today again, I'm taking this privilege with the permission of His Excellency that we are not going to condone any form of indiscipline in terms of taking the law into your hands. Nobody will be allowed to do that.
Trust TV also got the thought of some residents of the communities on the 24 hours curfew imposed in Yelwa area.
By living in peace, we get to develop ourselves. By living in peace, we get to move on and advance. We've seen the side effects of living in crises and problems. We've seen how people have lost their houses, innocent people. We've seen how people have lost their lives. We've seen how people have lost their resources, their farm resources and all of that. So I would want to call on our brothers, be it Muslims and Christians, let's stay together. Let's collectively live as one another.
We are not in our mood the way that we're supposed to be because of this, which is very hardship way that we found ourselves on it. But Alhamdulillah, since when we see the governor himself visit us here, we really appreciate and we agree that all what he promised to us may be reality, inshallah.
Bala also assured the community that very soon government will establish a new police station in the area to help restore law and order. Adam Imam, Trust TV News, Bauchi.
Barely a month after the explosion that killed some people at a beer parlor in Kaba, Kogi State, a similar incident has been recorded in the town. A place called Obafemi Bar at Okepadi axis of Kaba was hit on Sunday night. The cause of the incident and the nature of the explosion is yet to be fully established, but the Kogi State Police Command's Public Relations Officer, SP William Aya, confirmed the incident, saying that no casualty was recorded. Previously, it was filed that on May 11th, explosion rocked a beer parlor at Leu Junction, still in Kaba, killing 2 people. The police had attributed the incident to gas cylinder, but the victim's family members said that it was a bomb explosion. A similar attack was also recorded in Taraba State last month. The Islamic State in West Africa province later claimed responsibility. You're watching the news update on Trust Television. coming up shortly. Okorocha pleads not guilty after EFCC court arraignment. Details and more after the break. Join us again. Welcome back. This is the news update on Trust Television. A reminder of our top stories again. Peter Obi emerges Labour Party presidential candidate as Utomi steps down. Gunmen kill policeman set ablaze Anambra Broadcasting Service office. Now, moving on, Nigeria Center for Disease Control on Sunday said 66 suspected cases of monkeypox had been reported in the country between January 1 and May 29. According to the agency, 21 of the suspected cases were confirmed in 9 states, while 1 death was recorded in a 40-year-old man with renal comorbidity and on immune suppressive drugs. The NCDC said it has activated the National Multi-Sectoral Emergency Operations Center at Level 2 to continue to coordinate ongoing response activities. The National Agency for Food and Drug Administration and Control has approved 2 herbal drugs for COVID-19 clinical trials. NAFDAC Director General Professor Mojisola Adeyeye, in a statement on Sunday, said 3 herbal formulations were approved for clinical trial studies during the COVID-19 pandemic. She said while 2 studies had commenced, including the IHP Detox Tea, the 3rd clinical trial study is yet to start. Meanwhile, Adeyeye denounced the claims of efficacy of IHP Detox Tea for the cure of COVID-19 patients, purportedly made by the Chief Executive Officer of Bioresources Development and Conservation Program, Professor Maurice Iwu in a national daily. She said that it is worrisome that such unguided statement is made without the stated fact that no product can be approved by NAFDAC without satisfactory clinical evidence. Amid heavy security, the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission has arraigned a presidential hopeful and former governor of Imo State, Rochas Okorocha, before a federal high court in Abuja. Okorocha, who currently represents Imo West Senatorial District in the National Assembly, was arraigned before Justice Inyang Eko on Monday in the nation's capital for alleged fraud to the tune of 2.9 billion naira. Moradia Umar reports.
The alleged fraud was said to have been perpetrated by Okorocha and one Anyim Iyerere through private companies between 2014 and 2016, when he held sway as governor of Imo State. The All Progressives Congress APC presidential aspirant was spotted in a pensive mode, ready to give his plea against the charges in court. Some of his family members and political associates were also in court ahead of his arrival. Though he pleaded not guilty and denied all charges, Okorocha has, however, engaged the services of 4 senior advocates of Nigeria, led by Oke Amechi. Outside the court, representatives of the EFCC declined to address the press as they left the court with Okorocha, who will be in their custody till his bail application hearing on the 31st of May 2022. lead counsel to the defendant, Oke Amechi, who said the charge against his client was filed in January, however, alleged that Okorocha was not served.
We have applied for bail because he's entitled to bail. If he's served and he didn't appear, the court will issue a warrant for his arrest, but he was not served. And they did not even take advantage of the provision of the Administration of Criminal Justice Act, which says if you can't find the defendant, you file a motion for substance service, the court will give you leave, you go and put it at his house. They didn't do that. We don't want to suspect their motive for what they did, particularly choosing the day of the screening. So, but when we come tomorrow, I don't want to go deep into it because the issues are before the court now.
After Okorocha pleaded not guilty in the courtroom today, counsel to Nigeria's anti-graft agency, that's the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, Balahon Latona, did ask for an adjournment so he could assemble all the 15 witnesses that would testify against Okorocha. He said this adjournment is necessary because some of the witnesses do not live in the court jurisdiction and he needs more time, at least till the 1st of June. But Justice Iyang Eko said that all bail application and all opposition have to be filed within time. That is on the 31st of May. Therefore, the bail application for Rochas Okorocha will be heard on the 31st of May. Martia Umar, Trust TV News, Abuja.
And in business news, trading on the floor of the Nigerian exchange last week closed on a bullish note. The all-share index and the market capitalization grew by 2.09% to settle at 54,085.30 points and 29,158 trillion naira. Respectively, an aggregate of 1.84 billion units of shares were traded in 27,273 deals valued at 27.86 billion naira. The market breadth closed negative as 23 stocks gained against 54 stocks that declined in their share prices. And now, away from Nigeria, Nepali rescuers on Monday retrieved 16 bodies from the mangled wreckage of a passenger plane strewn across a mountainside that crashed in the Himalayas with 22 people on board. Air traffic control lost contact with the twin-otter aircraft operated by Nepali carrier Tara Air shortly after taking off from Pokhara in western Nepal on Sunday morning, headed for Jomsom, a popular trekking destination. Helicopters operated by the military and private firms braved poor weather to scour the remote mountainous area all day Sunday, aided by teams on foot, but called off the fruitless search when night fell. After resuming on Monday, the Army shared on social media a photo of aircraft parts and other debris littering a sheer mountainside, including a wing with the registration number 9NAET clearly visible. And in sports news, Novak Djokovic renews his epic 16-year-old rivalry with Rafael Nadal at the French Open on Tuesday with a semi-final spot at stake. Victory could end the 13-time champion's Roland Garros career. Nadal, who will turn 36 on Friday, puts his record of 109 wins and just 3 losses in Paris since his title-winning debut in 2005 on the line against the defending champion. The Spaniard was taken to 5 sets for only the 3rd time in his tournament history by 21-year-old Felix Auger-Aliassime in the 4th round. In the immediate aftermath of that victory, Nadal admitted that not only was this year's French Open at stake for him, but possibly his entire playing future. And that's a wrap on Trust News Update. You can watch more by clicking the subscribe button on our YouTube page and also following us across all social media platforms. I am Ayuba Ilya. Thank you for watching.